Well, we're live here tonight from Hebburn Sports Ground. Just waiting for some people to join if they do, because it's quite late. It's now 12:30 a.m. on a Friday evening, and there's still some people here in the sports ground. This is the first time I've been here when there's still staff from the bar here and some of the customers. Two of them just walked past, and I just given them the fright of their life because I didn't have my light on. And I was sitting on these seats. And I says, "You all right?" And then they died. They got the fright of their life. But we're not going to get kicked out here. Well, never mind. Shouldn't do. It's open to the public. Haven't been kicked out yet, but like I say, the other times I've been in here, there's been nobody else here but me. So, yeah. So, good evening to the first person who has arrived tonight in the chat. How are you doing? Are you doing all right? It's not very warm tonight, like, I'll tell you that much. It is pretty cold in here, or out here rather. There's more people coming along now. Are you alright? Just doing a live stream thing.
Live stream?
Yeah.
Live stream?
On
YouTube?
YouTube.
Stream?
Eh?
Live streaming?
On YouTube.
For what?
I usually do paranormal stuff, but I do some live streams about talking about ghosts and similar things.
Is it ghost on here, is there?
Yeah, I've done investigations in here on the night time, and there's a pick up.
On the football club?
Yeah, because this used to be railroad, the factory.
Oh, aye.
And there's probably things from the past, and plus people from houses that's passed away, you never know, all over the place.
Let's
Yeah.
round.
Eh?
I will. Hope we get some tonight.
Oh yeah, thanks very much.
Right,
Good night then. Right, so who's here on the chat then? I can see there's one person here. If that's my brother, you can leave by the nearest exit. Or if his girlfriend, you can also leave by the nearest exit, please, because I don't appreciate stalkers or people spying on us and stuff like that, you know, especially when they refuse to talk to us or be my friend, but yet they claim to be concerned about us, which is highly hilarious, as you can imagine. Right. So who's here tonight then? Anyone I know? Anyone? Let us know. I'm sure if my brother's here, he's not going to let us know he's here because he's lurking in the shadows without Cliff Richard. So how's everyone doing tonight? I was wanting to do this in widescreen, but it never works well when I put it in widescreen because when people type, the words only stay on the screen for 2 or 3 seconds and they vanish, and it's hard to read everything before it disappears. But when you do it vertical, the text stays on the screen longer, so I can read it better. You know what I mean? Keep missing it the other way. I don't know why they have to do it different when you're widescreen than when you're vertical. You know? Is anyone awake? Who's watching? Anyone awake? Or are you all lying in bed, tucked up under your quilt with your pillows and your teddy bears and stuff? Anyone? Uh-oh, someone's coming. Again. I should have brought some whiskey. That's what I should have done. Oh, it's gone down to 5. I'm doing well. Fine. Are you all right?
Yeah, my friend, how we doing?
All right, I'm just doing a live stream on YouTube. So usually when I come in here, there's no people here at this time of night. For some reason, it's still open or something, is it?
Yeah, it's normally this time.
Is it? I thought it shut like 11 or something.
No, it's got like for the weekend license.
All right.
So a little bit later.
All right.
So what are you live streaming? If you don't mind me asking.
So on YouTube, I do paranormal investigations and stuff. But I'm just doing a chat with my viewers about paranormal stuff. I thought I'd come here. I got lots of seats and coverage, roof, and it's not cold in here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I've done investigations in here on the night time, all over the place. So if you want to check them out on my YouTube, it's called Gordon on TV.
Gordon on TV.
Yeah. I usually use the night vision on the when I'm doing the investigations.
So, what sort of things have you discovered, or?
Well, I mainly pick up like voices through either the spirit box.
Hmm.
You know what one of them is, do you?
No, sorry.
You can get the app version, like
Educate me.
you know the Play Store on online, the Play Store, where you can download apps.
Oh yeah.
Where you can get like some free apps. Some of them are fake, and some of them are real. I've got one. It's called Radio Hack, and it only picks up Spanish radio stations, scans through all of them dead fast. You can change the speed, scan speed. Yeah. And the words are supposed to be coming through backwards, so all in Spanish. So if you get like English words coming through, and with a Geordie accent, you know you're onto something. Because I was sitting pretty much right here one night, and I says, "Who's with us right now?" And some guy said, "Three lasses." And you know, lasses is a Geordie phrase.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's no way that could be a fake thing.
Yeah.
Because anyone can download that app anywhere in the world, and they'll probably pick up people speaking their accents or languages.
Yeah.
So that one's legit. I mean, there's a few things that come through are a bit questionable. I keep getting similar sentences sometimes. Like someone says, keep going, like as if to say, because he might think I'm going to stop. But he always says, keep going. He sounds a bit Geordie-ish as well.
Okay.
But I get all sorts of stuff. But
so how do you record these things? Because obviously, well,
yeah.
I live literally right there, right? You know, my name's Ralph Porter.
Oh, across the road, yeah.
My name's Ralph
All right,
Porter.
pleased to meet you.
Your name, sir?
Gordon Patterson.
Gordon Patterson.
Yeah.
Right. I rebuild microphones.
All right.
Like condenser microphones.
Oh.
Like valve microphones. I'm a bit of a valve nerd.
Right. Is this for video cameras now?
No, it's for recording, like ultra high definition recording.
All right.
It's like recording studios.
Yeah.
Where for me recording here would be an absolute fucking nightmare. Shall I tell you why?
Why?
Because the sensitivity of my microphones, I'll have to put a pad, what's called a pad,
right,
on the bottom end,
right,
of my microphone,
right,
which means it's rejecting. See if I get this because it's a filter, and it's a high pass filter, so it's rejecting the low level noise, the low frequency noise,
right,
and that's what you're getting with a lot of traffic.
So is this one of your hobbies? Or?
Yeah, sure. I've done it for years.
So you just like to record audio things, not with the visual?
Music mainly, but I'll do dialogue as well.
Because you might have seen a Brian De Palma film called Blowout with John Travolta, where he's a sound recorder for like Hollywood films in the film.
Okay.
And he accidentally records a murder on this winding road at night when he's trying to get sound effects for something in a film. And he picks up these sounds. It turns out there's like a car crash and it's someone getting killed. They've done something to the car or something. It's a good film. I thought you might have heard of it.
No. This is fascinating. This is fascinating. You know what it is? I've got a very, very good friend of mine called Paul G. Clark.
Right.
And you and Paul would just absolutely click. I'll click. I'm going to click with you now, right? Right, because I'm totally fascinated with what you're doing. Yeah. And you're not doing anything wrong with it. And I like the sampling of nature.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Is that a shotgun mic behind you?
Behind us? No, I think bike. Mountain
bike. Oh, sorry. I just saw the handlebar and I thought you had a shotgun.
No. Sometimes usually put the clamp of the camera on if there's nothing to fit it on when I'm out.
Yeah.
Just for the live streams with there. Yeah.
The thing is, I love working with shotgun mics.
Yeah.
For ambience.
Right.
I love working with condenser mics in general.
Right.
I'm not a condenser mic snob.
Yeah.
SM50s are great.
Yeah.
Certain applications, absolutely no problem.
Right.
Don't think I'm one of those guys.
Yeah.
Right. But I love rebuilding microphones. I like circuit bending.
Yeah.
Right. And I can I've got microphones out of the box. I rebuild guitars.
All right.
I fix guitars and I make flutes.
Right.
So I'm kind of a little bit attuned
to
the kind of the sonics.
Yeah. Is that electric guitars you build?
Yeah.
I used to know someone years ago around here used to also build electric guitars. I think it was called Les.
Les Tones.
Yeah.
Very good
friend. Used to live on the corner where the roundabout is, Campbell Park Road.
Avenue. I've known him since I was a teenager.
Is that on Campbell Road, across the roundabout, on the corner somewhere?
Close, very close.
Yeah, he gave us guitar lessons years ago.
Lovely bloke.
Yeah,
lovely. You got like, oh, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
Right, I'm a bass player. Sorry. At the time, I was a bass player.
Yeah.
Right, and I was wanting lessons of Les Tones, and I was like, Well, however, I was also building guitars at the time, and Les was like, thumbs up, I'll help you with that.
All right.
You know, and that's why I love Les Tones to bits.
Right.
You know.
Does he still live around here?
I believe I don't. Please don't quote me on this. I know you're probably recording. Please don't quote me on this. I believe he is still on Mons Avenue.
All right.
I believe so.
Is that the road up from Campbell Park Road up to the flats?
It's the one as if you're heading from. Give us a second.
Yeah.
Give us a second.
Unless he moved since I knew it was ages ago.
So it's on Sittington.
Yeah.
It's on Sittington, not Auckland Road. It's Jutland Avenue.
Right.
Jutland Avenue. Just off Jutland Avenue. Bottom of Wickham Road, Jutland Avenue.
I'm not sure where that is, but is it near Campbell Park Road?
Yeah.
All right. Probably the same place, then, I don't know. Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. Please don't quote us on this. But what a lovely bloke he is.
Yeah, he was.
You know, and it's lovely to meet you.
All right, thanks very much.
I am touch jealous that you got lessons of Les Tones.
Yeah.
I must admit, after saying that,
I
kind of moved up to saxophone.
All right.
Woodwind.
All right.
And that's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
You know, so I love playing with people like Les Tones.
Did you know that he heard of Gary Newman? You must have heard of Gary Newman, right? I think he said his favourite instrument was a saxophone. Yeah, he's known for all synthesizers and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Again, I've got a bit of a synthesis background as well.
Have you?
You know, I used to have a Juno 60.
All right.
So I used to live with it.
Yeah.
And for a while that was my main instrument, Juno 60. Juno 60 analog synthesis, absolutely fantastic.
All right. So you can play keyboards and all that, can you?
I can teach analog synthesis.
Right. All right.
Because you've got an arpeggiator, you can just.
Oh yeah.
Right. As long as if you know the notes and if you know what notes work and what doesn't work, you've got to. You don't have to have the. What's what I'm looking for? The classic background in the keyboard teaching.
Right.
Yeah. Because you've got a little bit of this. It's very primitive technology, but you've got this little bit primitive technology.
Right.
And it's just so much fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you like synthesizer music at all, anyway?
Yeah. I like all sorts of music. I kind of, go playing bass guitar.
All right.
I made a fretless bass.
All right.
When I was at Hebburn Comprehensive.
All right.
And I made a fretless bass guitar when I was studying at London College Furniture.
All right. Yeah.
And that was great fun.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, my life's now playing bass. You're when you're young and you're so focused on what you want to do.
Yeah.
And then I found out I love playing bass in the studio.
Right.
I don't want to play like that.
Right. Right.
However, saxophone, I can do both.
Right.
And I'm like, piece of piss.
Oh. That's
kind of one of my MOs, what kind of something I do.
Yeah.
And some of the very, very, I'm not going to say high-end musicians, but very accomplished musicians look at me as if there's something wrong with us. what I love is every now and again someone goes, Ralph, can you be so and so place?
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, of course I can. Yeah. Who am I playing with? This one.
Yeah.
And I got no idea who I'm playing with.
Right.
What songs I'm playing? You've got no idea until you get there.
Yeah.
And then you get there and it's like, it's on. and that's when the joy comes out.
All right.
That's when the joy comes out.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
yeah.
I don't know what the next song's going to be.
Right.
And obviously you're going to be you're gonna be absolutely solid on some. They're like, oh, Johnny,
You're not finding it nerve-wracking, like playing on stage?
I used to, but then all of a sudden disappeared, and it's like it's ultimate confidence.
Right. Because I was in a band for a while. It wasn't really my type of music, but I was asked to play the.
What do you play, sir?
It was the drums.
Okay,
I wasn't great, but
drums is a very, very hard. You've got to be on point all times.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? I can duck in and out. When I'm playing saxophone, I can duck in and out all night.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. When I'm like, oh, I don't fancy this thing.
Yeah.
When you're playing with drums, you've got to key in with your bass player.
Yeah. And
it's got to be absolutely on the button.
Yeah. No.
And every time.
I mean, there was a few hiccups here and there. Don't get us wrong.
It's always going to be. Always going to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even from my standpoint.
Yeah.
Even the gigs I've done. Good
night, lads.
Good night.
I've even went to gigs, right, where I've walked in and went, this is going to be a piece of fucking piss.
Yeah.
And then walked in and went, why do I do this to myself? Yeah. Right? And then I walked in the other gigs where I went, what the fuck? You know, this is good. This is going to be seriously. This is going to be seriously hard. This is going to be really, really difficult.
Yeah.
And I've just walked it. And I've just walked in. Got a pipe.
Yeah.
And then just blew everyone away. That was
all right.
Oh,
it's all right. That's good.
You've got to take the rough with the smooth.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I'm sure you know yourself. You know.
Yeah.
Doing this sort of thing, you get different responses from different people.
Yeah, there's nobody said a word on you yet. Because I'm talking to you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, that's all right. You can carry on. It's fine. It's just...
I'm gonna get away. I'm gonna get away. Right. So I've taken enough of your time, but I quite like some of the orders.
Oh yeah, I watch all them DJ media, DJ audits.
And that's what I thought you were doing.
Huh?
That's what I thought you were doing.
No, that's just live stream on
YouTube. With you. But however, I've enjoyed it. Otherwise, my friend.
Thanks very much.
My name's Ralph Porter.
Ralph Porter. Are you on Facebook?
I am on Facebook.
Well, I'm Gordon Patterson.
Gordon Patterson.
Patterson.
Right.
So it's what's again?
Ralph Porter.
Ralph Porter. I hope to remember our names.
Yeah. Gordon Patterson. Yeah. I'm terrible.
Yeah.
I literally live over there, so I'm going to add you.
Right. Cheers. Thanks.
My friend.
I'll speak to you on there. Then.
Be safe.
Yeah, you as well.
If you have any problems, I live at 10 North Drive, knock on the door.
Is that road there?
Problem? Yeah.
Behind the stadium
North Drive.
All right.
Any problems? I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself,
Right, thanks very much.
Yeah. But if it for whatever reason it gets naughty or if it's uncomfortable, I call the police for you.
Oh, that's right. I've had enough interactions with the police really. They've just been around my house tonight. They're coming around tomorrow as well.
Well, again, that's what I'm saying. I thought you were like an order.
No, I have done some videos that were a bit like that, but they weren't intended to be.
Yes.
Like I did the pedestrian tunnel down here in Jarrow.
Yeah.
And they tried to stop us from recording.
Yeah.
It didn't used to be like that.
And you got the right to do this.
Yeah, no, it's a public place. Of
course, yeah. And you got public access.
Yeah. This is you have to. It says you got permission of Northumberland County Council on the tannoy, you know.
You don't need it.
Yeah.
Don't need
they try to throw us out.
Yeah, you don't need that.
It says you got to leave. Come on.
You have that right.
Yeah.
You have this right to do this.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. You know,
so put us off going in there. I was pretty stressed out. Like.
But these people who own the bar,
they're
lovely people and they're very good friends of mine.
So do you know why this place is left open all night? Because I thought it would have been locked. It's open all night long. Because the cemetery across the road's locked. I would like to go in there on the night time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for
the ghost stuff.
For the more atmospheric. Let's put it that way.
Well, I communicate with people. It's handy having the names on the headstones. You know, you can ask if they're there or whatever. How are you doing tonight? Whatever. Sometimes pick them up either via EVP. You know what EVP is? Electronic voice phenomena. I'm surprised you haven't picked any up on your high quality recording equipment.
I probably have, but I'm just filtering it out.
All right. Yeah, because there's sometimes come through. Yeah. But usually don't come through very loud. It depends how good your recording equipment is and stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes crappier quality mics pick them up more. Sometimes it just depends.
I've experienced various different phenomena.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Right.
Phenomena where I couldn't explain.
All right.
What the fuck was
just on the audio? You mean?
Yeah.
Like what?
So that's what I specialize in.
What sort of things did you pick up this up?
It's
unusual.
it's more kind of, I can't explain this. Have you heard of wetware?
Wetware?
Yeah.
Don't think so.
Wetware. Okay, wetware is various different frequencies, and it's like you can either listen to it on speakers or headphones.
Yeah.
But it's kind of just noise.
Right.
But what it does is oscillates the brain hemispheres.
Right. It's like white noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it oscillates the brain hemispheres.
All right.
That's the actual intention of doing it.
All right.
And I had to sign a disclaimer.
Yeah.
I'd done at college and I had to sign a disclaimer.
Yeah.
And the closest thing I could put it to was a whitey.
Right.
I lived in Holland for 5 years.
Right.
Right. So obviously I'm familiar with the joys and delights.
You say Holland?
Holland.
All right. Yeah.
Holland, right?
Yeah.
And I was sitting in college and I was straight as a die. I didn't drink, wasn't smoking. And I was in it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it felt the colour just drain out my face.
Right.
So I think there's. And when I lived in London, I really felt a really weird kind of soundscape within the London Underground.
Right.
I'm going back to the 90s, by the way.
Right.
I'm really going back to the 90s.
Yeah.
And it's like this subharmonic.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And you don't hear it.
Yeah.
But it affects your body. And it affects your, and again, it's how it's your two hemispheres of your brain are interacting.
Yeah.
And then wobbling. Essentially wobbling.
Right.
So that's what EM radiation is.
Oh,
Sound or whatever it is. It's a wobble.
Electromagnetic.
Yeah. Or even sound pressure levels. Sound pressure levels can produce the same thing.
Yeah.
Where it's just a wobble. It's just a wave. That's all it is.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was absolutely fascinating.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah.
Yeah. And I generally like this is why I'm enjoying the conversation. I'm going to get away home and I'm like enjoy your night.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what I really, really do enjoy is I play Native American flute and I play a little bit saxophone.
Right.
And I like acoustic environments.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I play an acoustic environment and I'll sometimes clap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, did you hear the milliseconds?
Boys bouncing off that stadium over there.
Milliseconds later.
Yeah.
Milliseconds later.
Yeah.
You heard that clap.
Yeah.
That impulse. Yeah. That's what I love listening to in a room.
Right.
And that's so important to me as a musician
right.
because I've got to listen to that.
Yeah.
Because if I ignore that, it sounds shit.
Yeah.
I sound like a bag of hammers.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So
I've got to listen to that.
Yeah.
And what I really, really enjoy about these different environments is tailoring, and sometimes I'll incorporate the sound signature into what I'm doing, and sometimes I'll just filter it out.
Right.
We're clapping to hear the reverb tail.
Right.
Because you got the impulse, and then you've got the reflection, and then you've got the whatever's coming back.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I think when you come to subharmonics, the wavelength is so long.
Yeah.
Right. You're actually getting what's called a standing wave. So, for example, in a tube station,
right,
there's like allegedly haunting tube stations, and it's what it is the way the air is moving in and out, and it's a wavelength. It's like a tube.
Yeah.
Right. So that will tune the sound, even though it's so low. It's beyond our so threshold.
Yeah, threshold of
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, So I've bored you enough.
No, that's fine. I'm
I've
bored.
bored you enough.
Not bored.
But my friend,
Yeah.
Ralph Porter.
Ralph Porter. I've got it on recording anyway, just in case I don't
Happy
forget.
days, happy days. Anytime from me.
Yeah.
And if you need a saxophonist or acoustics, I'm not going to call myself an acoustics expert.
Yeah.
But someone who's very good with acoustics.
Right. Yeah.
Just arrows.
Right.
And callers.
Yeah.
Again, all this sort of thing. Very fascinating.
Yeah.
I
was going to ask you, who's some of your favourite auditors before you go?
DG Media.
He's my favourite one.
Yeah,
DG Media.
Yeah.
He pushes the envelope in.
Great. What there's a few of them which I don't like.
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm going to get you a job. I'm going to get you with a sack. And they're
the American ones, like
agitating. Well, no, both American and English.
Yeah.
But I like the way DGE and DG Media.
DG Audits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's right. Yeah. I like the way they present themselves.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a chance.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Let's have a discussion about this.
Yeah.
Where, and I think I've worked in colleges.
Yeah.
I've worked in recording studios.
Right.
And I've had people doing, can I come in? Can I come in?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, of course you can. Of course you can.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be a dick. I'm not gonna be that guy.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Because I know what their rights are.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. And they've got the rights to do it. So crack on, kid.
Yeah.
I'm not harming anybody.
Yeah. There's so many people on these videos though that complain you haven't got my permission to record us, but
Yes.
you come right up the camera and tell them and argue with them about it. But they're on the camera more and making a fool of themselves.
100%.
Yeah. They should just stay out of it.
Yeah.
They must like the publicity, really.
Yeah. and it's like the old adage, you're so difficult, you're so unapproachable.
Yeah.
And yet here you are.
Exactly. That's crazy.
Yet here you are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like there's no need for it. There's no need. You can be professional.
Yeah.
You can talk to people. You don't need to be rude.
You've got to have nerves of steel doing what they do because one, flying the drone is a bit of a stressful thing because I've got drones. I was influenced by them lot.
Okay.
And I started to fly drones. I haven't done any this yet.
I've never tried that, by the way. But
it's nerve-wracking because
I love it.
You've got to keep line of sight.
Of course.
But sometimes you're looking at the screen on the thing, right? And you look up again and you think, where's it? It's like, I just go forward over the top of a tree and with the perspective, it's disappeared. You have to go up a bit. Oh, there it is. Oh, thank God for that.
And it's your responsibility to do
it.
Yeah, and I get that. And I really appreciate that people like yourself and people who use drones do take this on board.
Yeah.
It is your responsibility to do that.
Yeah.
And it's a balanced response. Nobody should tell you not to do it.
Yeah.
But however, should you do it, you should then also carry forth the responsibility of doing it.
Yeah.
So
I got in so much trouble doing my drones on some of them.
Yeah.
I did the Maples estate. You know the Maples estate. Houses up Luke's Lane, past Luke's Lane.
That's right. Yeah.
I flew over them houses, get the buildings, everything from above and everything. And I was just finishing up, and this bloke come across the road. I was near the entrance to the old Mug and Coke works next to the fence, and he come over. He goes, "Well, you just had your drone up there, didn't you?" I says, "Yeah, I was trying to bring it back in the landing line up to come back down again." He says, "You're videoing my daughter through the bedroom window." I says, "No, I wasn't." And he's starting so he says, "I'm going to get the police." I says, "Well, get them."
You've got if you've got the height.
Yeah.
You've got the height.
Yeah.
I
was trying to line it up and come back down. I don't know which window.
I think some people have. I say I'm not a drone flyer myself.
Yeah.
But I think some people have irrational fears.
Oh yeah.
Of what it's about.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you don't have the control of the airspace above your premises, whether it's private or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't have that. You don't have the control of
that. I was well above the window heights. It's only when you're coming back now you got to come and lower the land, of course. But and there was one that built, Bill Key.
Yeah.
I went there. Here isn't doing it there because there's telegraph wires where I was sitting on the ship. I had to avoid them, go straight up and over them.
Of course, yeah.
And I don't like rivers in general, but it's the big view of the river and the cricketer's arms down there and all that.
Gorgeous.
Flew around there a bit, and this woman came up with her dog, and she's looking at the drone. She's looking at me. She goes, what are you doing? Hovering your drone over my house? I says, I'm not. I'm doing everything. I'm not just doing your house. I'm just doing the whole area in general.
Don't feel like you're being singled out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it.
I had to hover the drone for ages, but I'm yapping on my head, waving my arms around. You see, in the shot at me and
Yeah.
tell her I'm. It's perfectly legal. You know, I'm not
Yeah.
breaking any laws or anything.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's just got a bit stressful. It's stressing enough flying the drone, then people starting on you while they're flying it.
Yeah, I think there's a responsibility for other people to see. Look, if I had a massive issue, and I would never have, what I would say to anybody in that scenario would be, all right, I need to have a conversation with you. Would there be any chance you could bring the drone down so I am not causing an issue with you? So it's a mitigating. I mean, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like I say, but if I had to do it, if I felt I had to do it, I'm mitigating the risk factor.
Right.
Because then they also say to you, well, there's the risk factor.
Yeah.
But by me interrupting you, then I am causing the risk.
Yeah. You're not supposed to really talk to the drone.
That's right.
But it was just hovering. But you've got to keep an eye on the battery levels because it go down pretty quick, 20 minutes.
It's got to come back to home. It's got to come back to home. I get it.
And I hate that return to home thing because automatically it comes back. You've got to be in the same spot where you took off.
Yeah.
Could like land over there where you were last.
Well, the thing is, this backs you up in terms of legality. Yeah. Because if you launch from private property, you could be in hot water. Yeah. However, if you launch from public accessible property, you're in the clear.
Right.
So that's actually, it might be a pain in the arse for you. Yeah. But actually that's like a benefit to you, and it's a safety. It's the same with the MOD sites. Yeah. Where I'm not sure exactly how it works now. Yeah. But back in the day, you couldn't fly a drone into an MOD site, a drone scope. Yeah. Nope.
That's why the DJI ones, they've got the what's it called again? Where it can't go any further.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But some of the other makes that they go past it, lets you go over where you're not supposed to. So you have to.
You've got to have a duty of care.
Yeah.
Duty of care for yourself, and you know the if it's an MOD site, you're going to get your arse. You know,
I've noticed DJ Media sometimes, even though he's had the argument with them about he's allowed to take it off from public, and then sometimes he still goes onto their land and he does a bit of the fly. But like you say, it's publicly accessible, so you can still do it.
It's fair game.
Yeah.
Exactly for this. Yeah. You ask them when the door's open. Yeah. It's publicly accessible.
Right.
There's
got the pub and all that stuff. It's just that the cemetery is always locked, and that's public.
The cemetery, there's a different locking timing depending on the summer and the winter.
Yeah, it is. It's 8 o'clock and 5 or something like that, 5:30. So yeah. But why do they have to lock it though? Because it's a public place run by the council, I guess.
Yeah. I don't quite get it myself. I
mean, some people have mentioned some graves did get vandalized, but that doesn't stop vandals getting in. They just hop over the wall. So all they're really stopping is from like genuine people going in. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Ironically, yeah. I like that. I like that.
So I usually go up to Hewitt Cemetery if I want to go in the dark. Because that's open all night long. Because
you can get some lovely footage. Yeah. I know a couple of friends of mine who do like video footage for their rock songs. And you know, the kind of they get the gravestones in when it's misty and the crows.
That's the old section.
Lifting off.
Yeah.
Crows lifting. Oh, it's just for the sort of music that they're trying to make, it's perfection.
Yeah.
You know, and I get it. I can't give you a good answer.
Yeah. Because the Hewitt one, you see, it's supposed to be closed off to new burials because there's no more space, really, I don't think. But they still add people to the existing graves, I've noticed, because there's some fresh, people added to the existing ones. So, but they don't put brand new graves in, you see. So.
Oh, that's right. It's like kind of a legacy or heritage ceremony.
Yeah, so I think that's why they keep that one unlocked, I think. And they made the Hebburn one just up the road. That's the new one, the extension of Hewitt Cemetery. But that one is locked at night.
Right. I'm not an expert on this sort of particular thing. Anyway, so it's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
And forgive me I've asked you 3 times, and I do apologise.
Yeah.
Your name?
Gordon Patterson.
Gordon Patterson.
Yeah.
I'm going to get away.
Yeah.
I'm going to add you.
Yeah, right. Thanks very much.
Absolute pleasure talking to you, sir.
Yeah.
Hope you
Pleasure
have a
talking to you.
lovely, safe evening.
Yeah,
No
thanks
problem.
very much.
Knock me door, 10 North Drive, Ralph
Right.
Porter.
Yeah.
No one's going to be a problem.
Right.
Gordon.
Right. Thanks
Gordon,
very much.
No one's going to give you a problem.
Yeah.
Enjoy your night.
Yeah.
I'm
always fine in here. Like I've been in loads of times.
Yeah. You've been here. So, if you for the ethereal capture,
Yeah.
if you need a saxophonist,
Yeah.
or if you want microphone skills,
Right.
Gordon,
yeah,
give us a
could
shout.
you record the audio on my videos? Like prove it, some of it, like, just some of it, not like all of it.
I could.
Because you can sync it up.
Yeah.
Or you just go the clap.
A lot of the things that I use is like I say, it's condenser microphones, so it's,
Right.
I've got to have the 48
Right.
volt
All
front and power.
Right. All right. I see.
Right, and some of the valve microphones not only do they have that 48 volt phantom power,
Yeah,
but they also have to have a big old chunky power supply
right,
to power the
it's
valve.
not that easy to carry it around and stuff.
No.
So you can have like a power bank.
No, it's not like a Lavalier. It's not like a. I mean, chance of you a fine thing about a little Lavalier to sound like me valve mics. Gordon.
Yeah.
Chance of be a fine thing, my friend.
Yeah.
Anyway,
right.
To the
nice meeting you.
My pleasure.
Right. Have a good night then. Right. Ta-ra.
Gordon's second name?
Patterson.
Right,
Yeah.
It's locked in.
Right then. Right. Thanks very much. See you later.
My pleasure. Ralph Porter, Gordon Patterson.
Yeah, Ralph Porter.
Enjoy your night, sir.
Right, you as well, thanks. Is anybody still here? Sorry about that. I saw this guy, Ralph Porter, I believe, if I got his name right. Is anyone here? Sorry, I couldn't talk. I was talking to him. I kind of talked to like him and everyone on here, but nobody's typing anything, so I think I'm having an off night here. Is anyone here that wants to talk by any chance? Anyone from Hebburn? Anyone from Jarrow? Anyone from Bolton? Sunderland? South Shields? Where else is around here? Headworth? It's still Jarrow, isn't it? Hey. I thought it was a bit risky doing a live stream at this time of night. Although it is a Friday, like it's 1:05 a.m. There's a good chance that nobody would speak. But I haven't had a live stream yet that nobody spoke, but this could be the one. Nobody's going to speak on this one, I don't think. But you can change that. You are the only ones that can change that. You have the power to change that. If you want to chat, just type something in the room, and I guarantee I will answer you. There's 3 people watching. One of them might be my brother, one might be his girlfriend or whatever she is these days. And I don't know who the other person is. So reveal yourselves. And stop stalking us. Because harassment is a crime, you know. Harassment is a crime. Let's remind you of that. Don't forget that. Harassment is a crime. I don't have to see you. I don't have to hear you. I don't have to see you typing. But the fact that you're watching us and doing stuff to try and get us sectioned is harassment and beyond. Just letting you know. It's harassment and beyond. You won't talk to us. You don't want to be friendly. You don't want to know us. But somehow he claimed to be concerned about me health and me state of mind. That's, you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And you know it. If you're watching, you know that. You know you're not genuine. You know you're disingenuous. And harassment is a crime, like I said. So stop it. Stop harassing us. It ain't funny. And you don't fool me for 1 second. I'm not that daft. Okay? Just letting you know. Because if I don't stand up for myself, who will? Think about that fun for a minute. Who will? Just me. And maybe some other people if I get in touch with them. But right now, it's only me to stand up for myself, nobody else. Nobody's going to back me up in this chat room apart from me. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, they've left the lights on in that stadium across in front of us here. I'll just show you if there's anyone still watching. There you go. Can you see that? That's the stadium seating area on the other side of the football pitch here at Hebburn Football Club, or Hebburn Sports Ground, whichever you prefer to call it. Looks foggy on there, but I think it's me light messing with it. That looks better. There you go. Just beyond the seating stadium bit, see the trees on the right and the trees sticking up above, silhouetted against the sky there. The sky looks lighter on the camera than it does here outside the camera. But that's Hebburn Cemetery, as you probably know. One of my favourite places. It probably would be even more of a favourite place if it was bloody open at night. Brilliant. Anyway, so right. Let's hang on. Let's try and change this. Whoops. Let's have a look around a bit. Down here. This is what I can see. Look at this. They've still left the lights on. They'll be going out soon, though, I think. A little bit of the pitch is lit up down here. From the lights over by the bar area. And this is the seats where I am. Plenty to choose from. That's why I like this place a lot. And it used to be Railroll. And this used to be Railroll's football pitch. And because they used to play football here. The staff from Railroll, apparently. So I'm just trying to change this back around again. And down this way, hang on. Try to shoot around the other way. Hang on. Try and change this around here. It's a bit dark down this side though. That's the other seating down there. And the houses are over there. There we go. If I knock this off, we've got to be careful. Off me clamp. You see. I should be back in a second. There we are, we're back. We are back live to all the chatty people on me live tonight. I've never known so many people be this talkative. It's amazing. I've never had such great conversations as I've had tonight on here. Well, I was talking to that guy, he was Ralph Porter. He was talking, but nobody in here is talking. Nobody is talking. Why is that? Mr. Popularity. Mr. Popularity. I'm a one-man band tonight, that's for sure. Apart from when Ralph Porter was here, of course. Then there was me and him. But nobody else is wanting to chat, unfortunately. Would anyone like to announce themselves or say hello? Tell us which part of the world you're in, or which part of Hebburn or Jarrell or wherever you are. Anyone want to chip in? Let us know. By any chance? Doesn't look like it. This might be my last live stream ever. Oh, what a pity. I know everyone's devastated. Well, it won't be my last one, but it might be my last one after 12 o'clock at night, put it that way. Yeah, so no live ghost hunts going on then, because nobody wants to know. Nobody wants to know. Nobody wants to know. Nobody wants to know. I sit near by myself and no one wants to talk. It's true. So what you's all been up to today then? Apart from stalking your brother on the internet and phoning the police on him and the ambulance and all that shit. Been up to anything else, are you? Stalking any other people? Harassing any other people? making up fake cease and desist orders for anyone else, or is it just me? Probably just me, innit? I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. Anyone recognize this? Hang on. Can I do it? Hang on. I can do it right. Oh, no, I'd say that, innit? Does anyone know what this is? Hang on. Does anyone know what that is? Does anyone know what this is? Anyone recognize that symbol I'm making with my fingers here? Anyone know? Does anyone know what it is? Go on now, you must know. Maybe not. Flogging the dead horse tonight. Come all this way, freeze to death in the cold. No one even wants to say hello or anything. It's amazing. Unbelievable. Anyway, I'll just sit here and go to sleep. I'm having trouble sleeping in a minute. I can't get asleep. I can't stay asleep anyway. Put it that way. Put it that way. I can't stay asleep. I can get to sleep, but I can't stay asleep. Not for long. Right, how long have I been going for? 46 minutes. This is costing me money, you know, to talk to these people that don't want to talk back. Do you realise that? You owe us a few quid for this, I tell you. You can send us in the post. If you're all there gang together, you can send us like a couple of quid each in the post. It'll cover the bill for tonight's live stream where nobody's speaking, apart from me and Ralph Porter, of course. Right. Right then, I guess, should I be ending the stream? Maybe. Unless I go somewhere else more interesting. Maybe it's the location that's putting people off. Is it the location that's putting you off speaking? There is no. I'm sure YouTube puts fake numbers on the top to make it think you've got some viewers watching. I probably do, a couple of stalkers and harassers, but they'll pretend to be concerned about you, but we know they're not. We know they're not. Because they're fraudsters. Unfriendly ones at that. Right, anyway, I'm going to end this live stream unless anyone fancies having a chat. Anyone? I'm guessing not. Right, I'm going to end it. The live stream, nothing else. Don't get too excited now. Don't get too excited. Bye-bye now.